Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Ahmad Shafi bin Muhammad Shukri from BE243, and today I will review the documentary films that name Riverblue, directed by David Mike Lovebright and Roger Williams. So, this movie, Riverblue, follows world-renowned river conservationist Angelo as he travels across several countries to investigate one of the world's largest but often overlooked sources of environmental pollution. Fashion and textile industry. The documentary films reveals how the production of clothing, especially denim and leather, contributes to severe river pollutions while also presenting innovative solutions for a more sustainable for future. This movie brings us to visit many countries, including India, Bangladesh, China, and Indonesia, where textile factories discharge untreated wastewater containing toxic dyes, heavy metals, and hazardous chemicals directly into rivers. These pollutants contaminate freshwater resources, destroy aquatic life, and threaten millions of people who depend on this river for daily life use, like drinking water and fishing. One of the most shocking facts highlighted in this documentary film is that the textile and leather industries are responsible for a significant share of global freshwater pollution. Although the fashion industries provides economic opportunities, its environmental costs are often hidden from consumers. From the perspective of environmental ecology and sustainability, Riverblue clearly demonstrates the relationship between human activities and ecosystem health. The first issue is water pollution. Toxic chemicals released into rivers reduce water quality, kill many fish and aquatic, and also disrupt entire ecosystem. The second issue is loss of biodiversity. Polluted rivers can no longer support healthy aquatic life, causing long-term ecology damage. The third issue is resource depletion. The documentary explains that producing clothing requires enormous amounts of fresh water, making the fashion industry one of the largest consumers of water worldwide. Lastly, human health and society. As nearby communities suffer from contaminated drinking water and increased health risks. Unlike many environmental documentaries, Riverblue doesn't only present problems but also give solutions. The films introduce cleaner textile manufacturing technologies that reduce chemical use and water consumption. It also highlights companies that recycle wastewater, use environmentally friendly dyes, and adapt sustainable production methods. In addition, this documentary also encouraged consumers and also viewers to become more responsible by purchasing higher quality clothing, supporting sustainable brands, recycling textiles, and reducing unnecessary consumption instead of following fast fashion trends. I believe Riverblue is a very effective documentary because it makes viewers realize that environmental pollution is not an issue but one that affects real people and ecosystem, focuses mainly on environmental impacts and gives less attention to the economic challenges faced by developing countries that depends on the textile industry. A broader discussion of balancing environmental protection with economic development will have strengthened the documentary films. Sustainability is not just about the thinking of design green buildings, it also involves understanding the environmental impact of materials throughout their entire life cycle, which is from production to disposal. However, the movie also reminds us that every design decision has environmental consequences. Whether we are selecting buildings, materials, or everyday products, we should consider resources efficiency, pollution reduction, and long-term environmental protection. To conclude all this, River Blue is an eye-opening documentary that exposes the hidden environmental costs of the fashion industry. It highlights how pollution, excessive water use, and irresponsible industrial practices damage ecosystem and threaten human health. Importantly, the documentary demonstrates that sustainability requires cooperation between the authorities like industries, governments, designers, and even consumers. Through responsible production and conscious consumption, we can reduce environmental damage and help protect our rivers for future generations. Overall, I highly recommend this movie because it successfully raises awareness while also providing practical solutions. Thank you for listening and watching my video.